straight, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, here up in the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Hey, stop the disrespect. All right, LeBron James, no longer known as the king. Watch him hit the shot. He's fucking Captain America.
Yeah, I mean
He's Captain America.
You're hyping,
39 years old. Fucking the lead
he
guy.
He was driving on
USA.
Dennis Schroeder, bro.
I don't
Dennis
care.
Schroeder was
You know how many
driving
All-Stars on this fucking team that aren't doing dick right now?
Yeah, that's true.
LeBron.
KD's not even with him right now, is he?
No, he's there with there in spirit. He's hurt or something like that.
Yeah.
With his calf. Look at the 3-point before that. Come on.
He looks way skinnier.
Come on.
Look how small his legs look.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
It's fucking ever transforming. I don't have an answer for that one. However, he has an answer for fucking everything. At first, I'm like, maybe the Pistons should sign some fucking South Sudanians, whatever you want to call them.
South Sudanese.
Being down, or not down, but Germany being this close, Team USA just fucking sucks.
I mean, they got some NBA players out there.
Did Embiid start again today?
They had 3 NBA players on that we just saw.
Brother,
Daniel Tice. Come on.
Yes, okay.
Come on, Tice.
Listen.
Dennis Schroeder.
Listen.
Maxi Kleba.
It shouldn't be this close.
Dirk.
Nope.
No. Oh. Dirk.
I'm just saying. And by the way, I remember when I said I think we did it on this show. I don't know. Were you here for that one? Yeah, you were. We did our starting lineup for Team USA.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to start Embiid because I'm like, he's clogging shit up. He's clogging shit. I'm telling you, he's
Anthony
a
Davis
problem.
should be getting the starts.
Anthony Davis is way better on this team. Listen, he come off the bench, do what he got to do, but Anthony Davis should be starting.
Yeah.
I feel like he got promised to start or something. Yeah, or Bam. I'm not mad at that either. I thought it was even Edwards.
Well, Ma.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Couple drippers deep.
Nothing wrong with that.
Why not?
Give me a blueberry drip.
Nothing wrong with speaking of a couple drippers, dude.
What?
I was a couple drippers deep on the river.
Yeah, I heard
wasn't any real
people.
drippers, but so I guess Costco tequila is just Casamigos.
Yeah, Chris put me on.
So I got a half gallon of Casamigos for $35, and
heck?
I drank like 3/4 of it the first night. We weren't even on the river. I had to drink a tall boy of twisted tea because we did tall boy roulette.
What is that?
Like it's like white elephant but with tall boys. Everybody brings a tall boy, puts it in a plastic or a paper bag, and then you grab one and whatever you could steal from somebody else or take one. And so there's normally gross like 4 Locos and hard Mountain Dew. No, so I was cool with it.
You won.
But and then I had to slam that, and then I had to slam 2 beers because I lost at Waterfall twice. And so I guess I was trying to spoon with Stash.
Oh yeah.
Cause like I remember the tent, the side of the tent was like dewing up, like all the dew was on it, and it was dripping and hitting me right in the forehead. So I was like scooting over. I was like scooting over, and Stash said he'd push me away from him, and I would just start laughing. Cause he'd be like, "Get the fuck off of me, pussy!" And I just start giggling. I don't remember like scooting over to him, but I do remember laughing a lot in the middle of the night. I remember going out there, taking a piss at like 3 a.m., almost walking into the wrong tent. And yeah, it was. And then the next day on the river, ate a couple chocolates, finished the rest of the half gal, prime float. It was a great time. Thanks for inviting me, Brittany and Josh. It's a lot of fun. Excited to go back next year. It was only like 2 hours away. This campground.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was dope.
What was it called?
Camp Crystal Creek.
Camp Crystal Lake.
I was gonna bring a Jason Voorhees mask. Like, I'm Mason Voorhees.
Like, Mason Voorhees.
But
Hogan's like a ripoff.
Yeah. It was fun though. We had a good time.
I'm Mason Myers.
Yeah.
Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Real quick, I just want to shout out to my guy Justin Rogers.
Shout out.
Leaving the beat with the Detroit News and starting his own thing.
Yeah.
Detroit Football. Well,
Detroit Football Network, I think.
Detroit Football Network.
Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Justin Rogers. Congratulations to Justin Rogers.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, you guys subscribed to his super
One of
stack.
the best in the game.
Truly one of the best in the game. Times I've been in situations recreationally, just trying to hang out or just, whenever I got offered a free ticket here, free ticket there, and I met a player or whatever. You know who was there working?
Justin Rogers.
Justin Rogers.
Yeah.
You know who else was there working? Nobody, baby. That guy busts his ass to give you the best Detroit Lions writing, so support him. And then Also,
Kevin Walter, it was the Rifle River.
Oh, I've done Rifle River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good prime float. Had a lot of fun. Singing Taylor Swift. You put me on a river, you give me a couple beers, I've turned into a country music
I get
fiend.
the giggling and cuddling.
Yeah, I love country music on the river, man. There was like a spot where we were jumping off and like a cliff into the water, and this kid rolled by. He's like, "Do a flip." I was like, "Listen, kid, I'm 27 years old. I can't do a flip. If I break something, I'm down for a while. Like I won't just bounce back." But I did a flip.
You did it?
Yeah.
Successful?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It was fun.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I used to do even as a chubbier lad, to do backflips off my grandma lived in an apartment complex, there's a swimming pool. I'd be fucking hitting backflips. And
used to jump off the roof into my neighbor's pool. And one time, Stash again was in the water, and I dove in, and my finger hit him. Like he was like trying to swim away, and I dove in off the roof, and my finger hit his leg, and I pop up, and my pinky's like this. And I was like, oh. He just popped it back, went and sat in the hot tub. I was like, yeah, I think I just broke my pinky, but yeah, it's a little cousiny. My pinky is.
I wasn't even done talking about my cool backflip story. You're such a piece of shit.
Well, you're texting right now while trying to explain it.
No,
so.
I'm sending stuff to Slack.
Dude, get off the phone, man. We're on the show.
I'm actually working. So shout out to me.
Bro's tweeting right now.
I'm not tweeting.
Bro's stealing a tweet.
He's stealing
at
tweets.
Speakeasy Sports _ Make sure you follow me. Now I'm looking actually for the video of Terry and Arnold giving us a camp update. I love that, by the way. Like, just because right now media's not open to training camp right now, but Terry and Arnold, like day one, giving you an update how it was. Like talking about the conditioning test, got reviews, and it's not like you're doing the hour long question thing where guys don't really want to answer. They just want to go and shower like that. No, he's cool with these players getting the reactions, all of the rookie conditioning tests and stuff like that. I'm excited Terry and Arnold's on this team. I can't wait for him to. Actually, Amon-Ra has one, but I feel like Terry Arnold's gonna have like a fucking weekly boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Terry Arnold's he's gonna be a walking soundbite. I'm excited to see what he does. So back to the lake. No.
but I was 12.
So no, Fat Guy River story that I did want to brag about. So we made PB&Js to eat on the river, and everybody else there just made regular ass peanut butter and jellies. But I made a peanut butter and banana and put it on a cinnamon raisin bagel.
That's
nice.
It was money.
That's big time.
Yeah, I got like halfway through the river. We go up on one of the beaches. I pull that boy out. It was good. I couldn't even eat all of it though because I was tripping pretty good. So I gave the rest to my boy Schwitzy. He ate half of it.
Get Schwitzy in here.
Get Schwitzy, yeah.
Any more cool stories about you eating sandwiches?
There was a mystery that happened one night. And I still think I was the culprit because it was the first night when I drank all that tequila. Mm-hmm. A loaf of sourdough bread went missing. Like a full loaf. One of the guys brought it, and he was like really excited to make these sandwiches on this nice ass sourdough bread he bought. And the next day we couldn't find it. It was just gone. No sign, no like trail of bread or a bag anywhere. I was like, I probably ate it last night. I was like, I probably woke up in the middle of the night, came out here, ate a whole loaf of bread, and then went back. I was like, honestly, if nobody has an explanation to it, I would just chalk it up as me eating the loaf of sourdough bread. But no, we couldn't find it. I decided that it was a sacrifice to Poseidon to bless our river journey the next day.
Nice.
And it worked because it was beautiful, perfect weather, like 80 and sunny. Great river float. So that sourdough didn't go down without a fight.
Do we have the Connor Stallion stuff?
We should. Let me see what
I said that earlier before. If not, I'll just talk about it. Connor Stallion. It's coming out with a Netflix doc. They're documenting the sign stealing allegations. Or did it ever what was the actual verdict? He stole this. Did he steal this?
He was on the sideline against Central.
Yeah,
that was real.
Central versus State.
Wearing a fake mustache and a hat. Yes, that was real. Central was like, we don't know who that person was. Like, yeah. Eat shit, Central. You fucking losers.
It looks like him.
It was 1,000%.
I'm looking it up right now.
I don't know if it's
I will find out.
They wouldn't be doing a whole documentary about him if it wasn't him. Like, if the whole documentary starts and he's just like, yeah, nope, that wasn't me, everybody's going to turn it off. So it definitely was him.
I'm trying to find confirmation. If it was him, that's actually scary as fuck.
It was him. I'm telling you, it was him. For sure.
The thing you can't debate is in 3 massive games against Penn State, Ohio State, and I believe it was Iowa, that they didn't have Jim Harbaugh coaching them. And Sherrone Moore still stepped up and won it. But this is going to be absolutely insane if he actually spills the beans on what went down.
I hope he does.
I don't. But yeah, I'm a Michigan fan. I'm extremely biased here.
Yeah.
Listen, somebody in the chat. I guess I have to look to the chat. I'm trying to read it live on it. There's no way.
What if he has like
what
a
do you
whole
mean there's
game
no way?
plan? What if he has
it was him.
If he's getting there on the sideline, he could be doing so much worse than stealing signs.
What would he be doing? Like drugging players?
If you have somebody, yes, bro, yes. If you have somebody psycho enough to fucking wear a fake mustache and roam around a sideline, yeah, that person's crazy enough to also drug a fucking opposing team.
He definitely had the fake mustache. He was standing there like,
yeah, fucking taping it on.
What if there's like behind the scenes of him like going through his day, like, oh yeah, we're about to get behind Central Side.
Dude,
he's YouTube vlogging it. Yeah. What's up, YouTube fam? Today
what's going on, Wolverine Nation?
Sideline. Yeah.
It's your boy C Stallions here. We're going undercover to spy on the, which is stupid because Michigan did not need any help to beat Michigan State.
Ridiculous.
Like, we were an awful team last year, but it makes me say, hey, if I was Michigan State, which
makes me say, hey,
I'm not, because those Michigan State Board of Trustees is god awful, but I would say, Central, eat fucking shit. You guys are never playing us again. Give us back our $3 million check. We'll reschedule with somebody who actually has some fucking honor and dignity.
Do you think?
Yeah, Terry Foster. You hear that, Terry Foster? Central can eat my nuts.
Hold on, this comment from the university. Before we go any further, we're obviously aware of the picture floating around of the sign stealer guy. Jim McElwain said, our people are doing everything they can to get to the bottom of it. That's
Gromit 0237, sign stealing ain't cheating. Having a guy go undercover on an opposing team's sideline
if it wasn't
is
stealing,
cheating.
yeah, that wouldn't have been that's not.
He wouldn't have been in full costume if it wasn't illegal. Like,
do you think the doc is going to be him, like protecting himself, or do you think it's
hell no? There's no way. He's already excommunicado for Michigan. He's just gonna go. I hope he just goes balls to the wall. Says, yeah, here are the texts from Jim Harbaugh. Here are the texts from Ward Manuel. These are what these guys are telling me to do.
Did he get another job?
We put laxatives in the fucking Gatorade.
Yeah, he might.
Michigan State.
Yeah. I walked in there. I was slashing all their tires while they were practicing. Shift God. Connor Stalions getting a documentary is crazy work. It really is.
For real.
It's only Michigan that's like a cheater would be glorified.
Every fucking.
Let's see if he is though. Like,
every answer from the University of Central Michigan, they're literally just circling around. Yeah,
yes.
we don't know.
That's why they're scumbags. We didn't know who he was. Eat my fucking dick, you didn't know who he was. Like, what do we talk? That's why Central sucks.
Answer? Something alleged? I want to know for sure.
No, Central hasn't said anything about it because they're a bunch of
little... I have to side with you for once, Spinny.
Fire up chaps.
You say the extreme and call Pat Bev bums and whatnot, but he probably was there.
Oh, he was for sure there. Like I said, he wouldn't be getting a documentary if he wasn't there.
I mean, it was still a big deal. I guess not worthy.
I still don't think it'll beat Firefest. I think Firefest is my favorite documentary ever.
Yeah.
That shit was so crazy.
That was such a finesse.
It's just kept getting crazier. It's like, yeah, they were eating soggy bread and stale shit. I was like, what?
Wait, what?
This Firefest documentary, dude. That shit was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
The worst one was Malice at the Palace. That was the worst documentary.
Even watch it. When I saw it was bullshit. By Jermaine O'Neal, I was like,
it was bullshit. I don't think they had one Piston on to talk about it. It was bullshit.
Yeah, that was extremely whack. I hated that documentary. Fuck Jermaine O'Neal and Ron Artest.
Garbage.
Or Meta World Peace.
Just like Cash.
Change your name.
Like they spoke more highly of themselves, of that Pacers team.
Yeah.
They did the championship-winning Pistons.
He made them sound like they were a super team.
Yeah.
Oh, we were this close. This close to what? Conference finals? Like,
that was crazy.
And
if we wouldn't have fought a bunch of fans in Detroit, we would have been a 5-time champion team.
And they were the victims in that too. Don't forget, they were like, there's the one fan that got away, and he still hasn't been pressed with charges. It's like, okay, what about the person you just absolutely
what about Steven Jackson wiring people's jaws in the stands like that? Oh, man.
Yeah, did you guys forget Tayshaun glassed your ass in the conference finals?
Hell yeah.
Let's go, baby. Shout out Tayshaun. That's one of the best blocks all time.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Speaking of glass and ass, shout out to Stash.
Shout out to
Let
Stash.
me tell you about Mark White.
Hey, shout out Meeks real quick. That's my buddy. Bachelor party. Shout out Maxwell and Abby. We had an absolute blast. Meeks.
Oh.
His name's Maxwell. We call him Meeks.
Meeks. Shout out Meeks.
We had a blast.
You might want to change that now. Meeks got a
Yeah, how do you become
bad
Meeks?
connotation.
Meeks, no Diddy.
What?
You guys went to a Meek Mill party?
Yeah. No, MEEX. MEEX.
Shout out Meats.
Freak Mill.
Shout out Meekswell. What are we doing? Mark White?
Mark White.
Mark White gonna do you right. Hey, you guys know what to do. MarkWhiteSells.com. Get yourself a new home and save up to $5,000 in your closing costs. Or call them directly at 248-290-8242. Again, that's 248-290-8242. It's MarkWhiteSells.com. Save up to $5,000 of closing costs on your new home.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
What up, welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Spencer Raxter,
Hello.
Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, a.k.a. Microwave Mario, Caleb the Colorblind, join us as well.
Let's
Smash
go.
that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend. We're the only sports show employing a colorblind guy.
Yes. Well, statistically not colorblind, but yeah, I'll take the nickname.
What are the statistics that back that?
That I'm not colorblind.
What do you mean?
What's
statistics?
I could see normal colors.
I don't
that's the
those are
statistic.
You wore a black hat with your blue shirt and you said this is navy blue.
I will bring that hat in tomorrow. I'm almost positive it was navy blue. I took a double. I took a second. I took a second look at it when I got home. I'm like, I don't know what these fucking guys were talking about. I'm not.
That's how it works.
No, not colorblind. My dad, in fact, is colorblind. I am not.
Well, there's different kinds of colorblind. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the same.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm not. I can see it.
If your dad's colorblind, you're more likely to be
Colorblind, yes.
Yeah.
Those are statistics. That's a statistic.
Yeah, you watch the Tigers like, man, I really love these black jerseys.
Yeah.
They're just like,
no.
What are you talking about, Caleb? Not the black jersey. You don't like the
No. No, I think the way it works is like, I think I said this earlier, my kids are most likely going to be colorblind if I had a boy.
Skips a generation.
Yes. I'm good.
I'm good.
He's like, I wore my purple hat today.
You want to walk a mile in these eyes and see how it looks?
I love Caleb defending the colorblind. He's so mad.
China virus said I missed 8 out of 12 colors on my color test, disqualifying me from being SF. Sorry you couldn't be San Francisco, but I don't know why you got to take a colorblind test for that.
Listen, speaking of other things like, piss Caleb off other than being colorblind, there's also the fact that, pull it up, Chris, we had footage, a viral photo of Justin Holiday. At the Metro Detroit airport today.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Holiday, Pacers forward?
Among
Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday. Apologize.
Yeah.
See, he's pissed off. Getting snippy.
Yeah, that's Jackson Holiday.
It's Jackson Holiday.
At Metro.
At the Metro airport today. Among Tariq Schoolboy trade rumors.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I can't deny it.
Those are stupid blue pants he's wearing.
No, Yeah, no, I saw the report today that there were some Tiger scouts at AAA for Baltimore. I think it's Norfolk.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got it right there.
Yeah. And I mean, I honestly have nothing. I mean, they're there for a reason. I don't know if it's for Flaherty. Hopefully, it's not for Skubal, but they're definitely there to go check something out. There's obviously a couple players that they're eyeing, whether that's Kobe Mayo or Jackson Holiday, who knows, but we'll see with that. Things are starting to get really, really interesting.
I hope we get Kobe Mayo so I can call him Chipotle. Yeah, John Morosi here. On Skubal, consider the following. I'm told the Tigers have had a scout watching the Orioles' AAA affiliate Norfolk in recent days. Jackson Holiday, Kobe Mayo, Connor Norby, and Kyle Stowers are on the Norfolk roster.
Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think the price just went up a little for Jackson Holiday. Dude hit 2 home runs in one game, just absolutely dominating AAA.
Today?
So, no, it was Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not, I mean, if you're the scout,
I don't think the
that's
price
what
can
you
get
wanna
any
see.
higher.
Yeah.
He's the number one prospect in baseball.
True that, but he was absolutely showing out. So if scouts are reporting back to Scott Harris, they have some good things to say.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
But I think it's the same thing we just keep on saying. If you want to trade Tariq Skubal, you have to be buying bats or pitchers this offseason.
Yeah.
Because you're getting bats that you're trading for, and that's vice versa. If you keep Skubal, you have to be buying bats to add to this lineup next year, or else it wouldn't make much sense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I'm at with this. And it's all these reports are coming out for a reason, boys. If there's smoke,
we'll see.
Usually fire at some
I feel
point.
like there's smoke both ways because I've also heard reports that the Tigers are not going to move Skubal at the deadline. Flaherty might be an option, but they're definitely set on not moving Skubal. So we'll see. Obviously, honestly, it's getting kind of exhausting.
Yeah, I guess
it's going to be like this.
Yeah, when you hear the Orioles, like...
When's the trade deadline? It's this weekend,
8 days.
right?
8 days.
Sunday.
No, it's next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
When you hear they're in Norfolk, obviously your excitement wants you to think Jackson Holiday, but like there's other good prospects in that team.
A lot of
too.
other prospects.
Yeah.
And like, could Flaherty cash you one of those guys? I guess is my question, because like that was the
That's
rumor over
fair.
the weekend that Spinny just alluded to. Is like, no, it's Flaherty being kind of shopped around and not Skubal. Could Flaherty cash you one of those prospects over there?
But now we have to look at, now that we're winning, we don't have pitching anymore. Like Reese Olson's on the IL, Casey Mize is on the IL, Matt Manning's not ready to come up. So if we're going to continue to win, I know I said earlier, I think no matter what, Flaherty was going to be gone. But now that we literally don't have any pitchers, unless they decide to bring up a guy like Jackson Jobe, Flaherty might have to stick around. Because, I mean, we literally have no one to throw out there right now besides Skubal. They're going to have to move Maeda back in the starting rotation. So, I don't know. I would like to trade Flaherty because I think his stock is at its highest.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you physically can right now. You don't have pitching.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's for next year? Like, I mean, if you're grabbing a prospect, your sights are on the future still.
Yeah. I mean, if he gets moved, I think Jobe. There's a really good chance Jobe gets brought up because, like I said, you don't have bodies right now.
We heard AJ Hinch say he wants to buy at the deadline. Some other Tigers insiders said like they might buy, they might do this. I think with the Reese Olson injury, I think that's all put to bed. I don't think they're going to buy. I think they're going to sell, Flaherty, Urshela, Carson Kelly maybe, and bring up some young guys, whether it be Young or Dingler. Or I don't think it's going to be Jobe because he hasn't even made it to AAA yet. So
yeah,
maybe it's Ty Madden, maybe it's somebody like that just to end the season. But I think the thought of them buying, I think, is out of the window now with the Reese Olson injury.
Yeah, and it's extremely unfortunate because this team hasn't played better baseball at any point besides maybe the first 5 games of the season. So this is just extremely unfortunate when it comes to Reese Olson and him putting together a career year where you could pencil him in as a top 3 guy in your rotation for the next 5 years to come. It sucks for Reese at this point, and I guess one guy that maybe, just maybe, that they would sell is maybe a Connor Norby, the second base outfielder who's not ranked in that top 25. I'm not even sure if he's in the top 100. I could confirm that for you real quick, but he's a second base outfielder that's been doing pretty well at AAA for a while now, and it's just they have so many bats in the major leagues where maybe they would sell for a Flaherty compared to one of these top end prospects that maybe they wouldn't want to give up for a Scooble.
Yeah, I don't hate it. Timothy Belzit in the Woodward Sports Chat said, I'm going to get a 2025 Detroit Lions Super Bowl champs tattoo. Stoked, not scared. Like right now, you're going to get one?
He's going to get one in general.
If they get one, or if they win, I'll get one with you.
Oh, for sure. He's going to get it before it happens.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're going to get one right now,
he's about it.
You're about it for sure.
About it for sure. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson did say today, that's what he's got his eyes on.
I mean, everybody's saying
He's been dreaming.
That's what I like to fucking hear. It's about time we start talking about shit like that.
Dakota Mullet, cough, bring in Trevor Bauer. I mean,
I
one
would
more
love
arm goes down.
to bring in Trevor
One
Bauer.
more arm goes down.
I would love to bring in Trevor Bauer. Unfortunately, he's blackballed by the MLB. But Robinson Cano's raking in the Mexican League right now.
He still has to be roided up.
Robinson Cano, like...
What?
He's hitting like 400 with like 15 home runs.
Huh?
He had
How
Trevor
old is
Bauer?
Cano?
No, Cano.
Robinson Cano's not blackballed. He was just trashed for the Mets.
Well, he also got caught with roids.
Yep, that'll do it.
Yeah, probably still on him. I mean, he has like
He's got to be still on him.
Yeah,
if
like
he's
a
hitting
1,400 OPS.
Robinson Cano is one of the smoothest fielders I've ever seen in my entire life.
One of my favorite players ever.
Yeah.
Got a ball from him and Derek Jeter playing catch.
Get the fuck out.
They
really?
were playing catch. I got the ball. Yes. I was young.
Dope.
That
is hard.
The sickest baseball I've ever got.
Yeah, but I'd take Trevor Bauer too. It's like it was proven that he got set up. That like there's the girl being like, "Ha, this is our next victim." It's like that shit pisses me off.
Steve in the Woodward Sports Chat says, "Don't sell Scooble while contending." Steve,
we're not contending.
I don't think we're contending.
We're 7 games back.
But I know they got.
I think we're at 5.5 now.
Yeah, but I think we're still back.
Yeah, we lost yesterday.
About
6.5.
the same amount of teams, though. I think.
Yeah.
We didn't jump any teams, or we might have jumped one, and then one jumped us. I don't know.
Caleb, where are you at with that statement that we're not contending?
Yeah, we're not contending yet, but. I said this a couple times on Friday. If you keep Scooble, you better pray that you're contending in 2 or 3 years, because if you're passing up on a haul like Jackson Holiday, Kobe Mayo, and you're not ready to contend, that's a dumb move. This could make or break Scott Harris's tenure.
Yeah, If he does do it, if he doesn't do it, it's going to be the biggest move in Detroit sports in a long time.
Yeah, I just want them to pick a direction. The Pistons had trouble doing this, like in trade deadlines in the past. You either have to sell and tell your fans you're going to suck for a little bit, or you're going to buy and say, hey, we're ready to contend. Because I mean, trades like Troy Weaver made, like when we wanted to sell players off, he brought players in like James Wiseman for no picks.
Yeah,
like trades like that just drove me nuts.
Yeah, I agree. I saw like your next 16 games are about teams you're contending against teams you're contending with.
In division.
So it's all what, Twins and Royals?
Guardians, then Twins, then I believe Guardians again, then Royals, then Twins, or something insane like that.
I love it. This Guardian series is going to show us what we're really about.
Yeah, this next 16 games are either going to make or break your season. Like it can either put you right in a playoff spot, or it can send you down the ladder to no return. So we'll see. Like I said, losing Reese Olson, that hurts really bad. Luckily, it's only a 15-day DL, so hopefully he'll be ready to go after it. But
poor kid,
shoulder injury,
can't catch any W's and just gets hurt.
Yeah,
I feel bad.
Yeah, what a super unlucky, but just to throw
really unlucky season.
Yeah, for real, I feel horrible for the guy, and he looks like he looks kind of like pissed off too. I don't know, he's not, like from what all the reports I've ever heard.
He looks sad.
He looks sad a lot,
yeah,
but I guess he's like one of like the good vibes guy in the clubhouse, which you never see.
Yeah, it's like the meme of the crying face under a hat. Like there is no fucking way he is not pissed off when he goes out there every 5th day and absolutely deals and just never gets a win.
If you keep Scooble, there's 3 names for you. You automatically stop playing Baez going into next year. You sign Willie Adames. He used to be a Tiger. We bring him back, shortstop, and then either Alonso or Christian Walker. Both 2 first base veteran bats. I know we're going to maybe get into some first base discussion in a little bit.
Yeah, we are. We're going to go to break here. We got Around the Diamond coming up next. Just some quick hitters about the Tigers. But first, Nick, tell us about the morning show.
Every single morning when you wake up, make sure you are throwing on the best morning show in the country. It's Wake Up Woodward. It's Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB, and KG every morning as they cover all the Detroit sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you and catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
And now, it's time for Around the Diamond with Spencer Raxter.
Step one. Come on up. Step up to the plate here, boys. Old Curly. He's a 35-year-old alcoholic, 35-year-old obese alcoholic.
Wag.
He is the best athlete on the planet. No one can hit old Curly's mud ball. Oh, shit.
All right.
And it's gone.
Yeah, it's
gone. First question of Around the Diamond. What do we do with first base? What do we do with first base?
Third base?
First base. Nick, we'll start
Why'd
with you.
you randomly put the camera?
I thought it was gonna go to Kayla. I thought Kayla was gonna get ready to cook, and then I just see Kayla just sit there.
He's just sitting there colorblind.
He's just sitting there colorblind. It's fine.
Laughs
Caleb, when the light turns red, talk.
Yeah.
So
all right, first base.
I previewed this a little bit. I think you have to bring in one of these two high-end free agent first basemen. Christian Walker, he's a little bit older. He plays for the Diamondbacks, but he has a .826 OPS, 68 RBIs. He's an absolute weapon. 22 home runs. You gotta have an established power hitting threat in your lineup. I think Christian Walker can bring that for a price that won't be as high as the big superstar in Pete Alonso, which I would love, but I think Walker is a more realistic option for a couple years for this team. Or you go down the path and you boot the second baseman over. Colt. Keith.
Yeah. I really like this Spencer Torkelson kid. Former #1 overall pick. He had bombs in college. He's looking like he's going to be a great player.
Yeah.
But no. Yeah, I think it's going to be within. I like those two names, Christian Walker, Pete Alonso. Those are guys you could see be brought in, but I think it's going to be within the organization. I think someone's going to get moved there, whether it's Jung or Colt. Because Colt's a lineup you can't have out of your Colt's a bat you can't have out of your lineup, and there's just a lot of infielders in this organization right now. It's getting a little bit clogged. So I think it's going to be within the organization, like I said, either Jung or Colt. But they say it in Moneyball. First base, not an easy position. You saw Scott Hatteberg. He struggled with it at first. But yeah, I think it's going to happen in the offseason. One of those players getting moved to first base.
Yeah, I can't say that I think they're going to sign anybody worth a damn. They've proven nothing to me to assume that is going to be a fact. I would love to bring in Walker. I would take Walker over Alonso, honestly. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it. I just can't. Nothing to me says that Chris Illich, Sky Harris, they're going to go out there, they're going to sign an impact bat. And that sucks, but they're going to moneyball us all the way to a second wild card spot. I hate to see it, but I'm with Caleb. I think they move somebody around, whether it be Carson Kelly, whether it be Young. I would rather see Young at first than Colt Keith. For no reason, really, just because.
If they're gonna moneyball it, you got to move on from Scooble, right? Because you probably won't repay him.
Yeah, you would.
I'm gonna puke.
But I don't think they're going to. But by moneyballing, I just think I don't see them signing anybody. Like, if we're going to sign Scooble, if we don't trade him, we're going to re-sign him.
Have to.
You have to.
Yes.
And that's a $300 million contract.
Flaherty's one moving.
Are you going to sign Scooble to $300 million and then go out there and sign another $150 million bet? No. I don't think Chris Ilitch will do that. I don't think he'll just be like, all right, here's $500 million in 1 year. I can't see him doing that.
Yeah, I said this on Friday. Would it not be the most badass thing of all time in the midst of all these trade talks that you just get a notification on your phone that Tree Scooble signs for 7 years, $350 million?
That'd be cool.
That'd be just coolest thing of all time. But yeah, I've said it. I think Scooble is going to be Chris Ilitch's first big purchase besides Javi Baez.
Let's see. Oh my God, dude!
Brand
what the fuck?
What? What?
Is this MLB or is this? I'm looking at Torkelson's last 7 games.
Oh wow!
I hope
Horrible.
that's his last 7 MLB games. Because if not,
Whose last 7 games?
Torkelson.
Oh no, he's been like abysmal.
He's got a 179 OBP,
He's been horrible.
a 115 average, 12 strikeouts.
He does have a mustache.
That's got to
now,
be
though.
his last 7 MLB games, right?
No, he's been like ice cold in AAA too.
So he's officially broken.
Yeah, what?
I think those are his last
No,
MLB games.
they're not.
Jesus.
John Morosi tweeted one more time about Scooble. He said,
Just now.
yeah, he said the Orioles and Dodgers are often grouped together. I see a major difference between them. The Orioles can put together a very compelling offer consisting entirely of position players currently in the minor leagues. The Dodgers cannot. For a Scooble trade to make sense from Detroit's perspective, the Tigers need multiple potential all-star position players who are close to the majors.
Yeah, Torkelson in 37 games in Toledo has a 229 average, a 722 OPS, 5 home runs, 53 strikeouts.
No, hard pass.
Oh my God, trash! Dude. That is awful. The kid's broken.
Did you see his mustache? It's cool. He's got a cool mustache though.
How's it compare to this one? Come on, Caleb, give me something here.
Obviously, it's not as cool as that one.
Just walking around. Something better though that maybe isn't as depressing, fellas.
Okay, well before we get to that, I want to ask: do you send Torkelson to Double-A?
No, you trade the fuck out of him. Trade
Nobody
the fuck
wants
out of
him.
him.
You're not getting anything for him right
Easy.
now.
You always say trade him. No one wants him.
Do you?
Somebody thinks they can fix it.
I'm being serious here. Do you send him to Double-A?
Someone thinks they can fix it.
No. I just think, I either think you bench him in AAA, or actually I don't know because you can't.
He needs bats.
Yeah, he needs
at
bats. That's a good question.
You call up Baltimore.
If there's guys in Double-A that are progressing and need to see AAA pitching and Torkelson's blocking him or blocking them, you got to send him down. This is an absolute disaster.
This is the worst possible thing.
Listen,
that
you
could
guys
ever
want to
happen.
give up Scooble for another number 1 overall prospect? You're not sure yet.
Like I said on Thursday, this one's from high school that was already developed in Baltimore, which they have been proven to develop elite hitters at this point. Ellie Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson. You think about all the second baseman. The name's escaping me right now.
Yeah, but what about Hunty Henry?
All right, next question of Around the Diamond. Speaking of good prospects and good things about prospects, Max Clark and McGonigal both moved up to High A. They're with the Whitecaps. Do you expect them to maybe sneak into Double-A by the end of the year?
I think they have to Do I expect them? No.
Or do they start in Double-A next year?
That would be the goal. But one thing...
So that's what happened to Job, right?
Yeah, I think he started in Double-A.
Yeah.
And then he got a little banged up, sent him to Single-A for a couple starts, and then boom, back to Double-A, where he threw 6 innings pitch of no-hit baseball. So he's on the cusp of definitely getting a move up again. I think that... I think they stay in High A this year. They continue to develop on the same path I think the most impressive thing about these two guys is Kevin McGonagall's on-base percentage and the amount of times that this dude walks. He's got 53 walks to 34 strikeouts in 81 games.
He's got as many walks as Torkelson does strikeouts.
Yeah, he's on-base percentage of 420, hitting 323. The power may never develop to an elite level, but Kevin McGonagall is going to be an absolute dog where you can put in the 1 to 2 slot and just gets on base. Kevin McGonagall, super, super exciting. And then the epitome of aura, Max Clark.
Max Clark,
he's got it.
He's got the most aura in the Tigers probably ever.
And he's starting to really get hot as, the guy that went in front of or behind him. Wyatt Langford got hot. So did Max Clark, same time. I think he sees that around the major leagues, and he takes this game to another level as well.
Yeah.
Like, this is a stacked top 5 in all of baseball of last year's draft, and Max Clark's proving why he was also a top 5 pick.
Yeah, I don't think... And another stat, I don't have the stats in front of me right now, but McGonagall and Max Clark also steal bases.
Yes.
McGonagall has like 20-something stolen bases. I think Max Clark is around the same number, and they do it at a high percentage too.
Yep.
Which is really important. I could see those two guys being the 1-2 in our order of the future.
Oh, man, that would be so sexy.
But I don't think we see them in AA this year just because you look at like other players that have came up through the Tiger system. They're very patient with everybody. Like Jace Jung, he's 24 years old and still in AAA. I think they're just way too patient, and I think it's good for them. They're both 19 years old. Let them dominate high A. Let them grow some confidence. And the next year, you could maybe even see them start the year in AAA with the Mud Hens. But
that'd be sick.
A guy you did bring up, Nick, Jackson Jobe, I can see him pitching very, very soon for the Tigers, actually. I think it might be one of those things where he goes to AAA for a start or two and throws well there, and then comes up for starts in late August and September.
I would not be mad about that because he's got major league stuff. He hasn't seen the major league at bats. Obviously, he's only in AA, but he's got major league stuff. He's got major league velocity. He's got major league spin rate. Like, he would have one of the nastiest spin rates in the MLB if he pitched today. So I wouldn't mind that. See him get a couple starts at the end of the year, really low pressure stuff. With Max Clark and McGonagall, you're right. Clark has 26 stolen bases. He's got 26 stolen bases. He's got 80 hits, like 55 runs scored. Like, the dude,
guy.
Oh man, I can't wait until our 1, 2, 3, 4 is Clark, McGonagall, Green, Keith. Like that. That's what dreams are made of.
And then Jung at fifth.
Jung at 5th. Malloy at 7th. Yeah, that'd be pretty damn nice. Torkelson maybe in AAA by then. We'll see what happens there, but yeah, I like the idea of giving Jackson Jobe a starter too. In late August, early September. We'll see. But
if this rotation remains where it is, can you see him getting a call up like within the next couple weeks?
Yes.
Because the amount of arms that are going down, it's scary. How many spot starts can you give a Bo Brisky or an Alex Faedo?
Yeah.
You might actually need him to come up and it's for the innings. And if this team's anywhere close to where they've been competing wise, like this team is going to be around 500. Like you might need him to get a couple wins.
Shout out to Mike Hilton. He's the only one that gets to call him stupid.
Former Attack on Titan manga editor was sentenced to 11 years in prison for murdering his wife.
Damn. I mean, it's a pretty dark manga to edit, so it gets to you sometimes. And then those hours are tough. They work those guys like slaves.
That hurt, yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see maybe them get up to AA, but I wouldn't be too mad if they didn't. I think what happens, you finish the year with the Whitecaps in high A, then next year spring goes well, you start in AA, and then hopefully move up to Toledo mid-season. But it's a good thing.
Would be great.
Before we go to break here, I did just want to recognize, shout out to the GOAT, Jim Leland, inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Let's go.
Dude was just puffing fucking Marlboro Reds.
Oh, yeah.
Talking shit, being a man's man in the dugout. Love Jimmy Leland. He's the best Tigers skipper of my life. Like,
by far. Without question.
Yeah, love Jimmy Leland. Well deserved. But he was a manager since like the 80s. Obviously, he spent time with the Marlins, with Pittsburgh, and I think there was another team before Pittsburgh. But congratulations to Jim Leland. Much deserved for just being the man.
Only guy not scared to give Barry Bonds a mouthful.
Yeah.
Fuck who he was.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out Jim Leland. Started ripping Marlboro Reds because of... No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, honestly.
But no, shout out Jim Leland. He was the
Maybe on the day of.
Anytime I ripped the Cowboy Killer, I felt like Jimmy Leland, not going to lie.
Yeah, just playing around. Don't smoke darts.
He also hasn't aged in like the last
There's worse things
years.
you can do than smoke darts.
That's true. No, best manager of my life for sure. Shout out for the 2 World Series appearances.
Yeah.
I wish we would have got one for him. But
Yeah, me too.
I don't blame him at all.
He got one in Miami. Like you said, used to tear Barry Bonds up. Like
he's I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking to.
Yeah. Dude, Jim Leland's the man.
He is the fucking man.
Very, very much deserved on that one. We're gonna go to break though, and then we'll be back. We got some Lions to talk about. But Easy, tell us about Swiss.
Swiss Insurance here at the Fix You Live. Make sure you guys are protected with the best. That's my guy Mark at Swiss Insurance. Give him a call at 313-530-1698. That's 313-530-1698. Or email him directly. You're way too early mock draft. Mark at SwissINS.com. Again, that's Mark at SwissINS.com.
And let me tell you about the Ally Challenge. The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is Michigan. The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through the 25th at Warwick Hills. Leave the golf to the pros and don't miss the party at 17. $2 birdie beers, concerts, and more. Get your tickets at allychallenge.com.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Ham for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Grab your golf clubs, your celebrities, and head on down. Just by scanning the QR code above my head, the Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour. Guys, how would you like the University of Michigan golf course alongside the University of Michigan's greatest wide receiver of all time, and Braylon Edwards?
Would I?
Scan the QR code above my head. You can do just as such. You could also join Calvin Johnson and others. It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. You know what we're talking about by now. Best golf tour in Michigan. Dang it. Smash that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. I got a couple. There's one video actually, Chris, from Friday. If you can download, that's the one you skipped over during Friday's show. When you're talking about that basketball you want to do. Real quick, just a little bit on basketball. See Ron Holland going off last night?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Dude was going stupid.
Looked pretty good.
Yeah. What did he finish with? 23?
Made a couple threes.
He had like
shot looked pretty good. He had that reverse.
He's knocking down a couple.
You see LeBron pay homage to Ron Holland?
What? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And
same. He had the same exact dunk in the game
one,
yesterday.
actually, because it's not like a.
Or today, I think it was today. Yeah, it was like one of the opening baskets against Germany. Literally the same exact dunk
Captain
that Ron
America
Holland hit.
Hit the same dunk.
So obviously, probably too many episodes for Spenny to remember the reference. Is that from Always Sunny? I can't remember.
Which one?
I'm the only one that can call me stupid.
Oh.
Stupid science bitches couldn't even make I more smarter.
Play. Run the tape. Save me.
Dude, you should watch Always Sunny.
So I want to talk, obviously I'm a nose guy. I want to talk about the other side of the ball. I did a kind of a film study, film breakdown. We call them butter breakdowns. I do them for the YouTube side of Chris's podcast, but I did a butter breakdown on Aleem McNeil. I think he's really developed into a pretty complete player, man. He seems like a great guy. So I was wondering if you're looking forward to going against him in camp, what kind of player he is and how you've watched him progress over the last couple of years.
He's really talented. Really talented, and just a great, since day one, he's been just a humble, just a pro. And it's been so cool to see him evolve. Like last year, he cut a bunch of body fat and really kind of leaned up, and you saw he was very dynamic, and he's just hungrier and hungrier, and I think he's going to get better and better. He's adding more and more little pass rush moves to his toolbox or whatever, and it's been cool to see. But the guy works, and he can be that 3 technique. He's the pass rush threat, but he can also be that nose who kind of plugs things up at an early down. So he's a very special player.
He moves well for a big boy too on a lot of the stunts and.
Dude, he's a big time baseball player, like a freak.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
You should look up clips. He was really good.
Sick. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. We'll do a butter breakdown baseball edition. Check
he's
out.
Like a freak show athlete, and he's a rapper. Like he's just a dude. Kind of everything he does is good.
He seems like a great guy for the locker room too. Just interesting cat.
For sure.
And then you guys.
Frank getting frozen on the "Are you still up?" There. That's pretty funny.
I mean, they call him the dancing bear.
Lee McNeil.
Yeah, like the guy's got athleticism beyond what he looks like. Like he's very swift athlete. Obviously, him and DJ Reader had the back and forth about baseball because DJ Reader was a pitcher at Clemson and Lee McNeil played baseball at NC State. So who could
It's insane that DJ Reader's a pitcher.
Yeah, bro. Is
Clemson a baseball school?
Giants. Yeah, Clemson's a damn good baseball.
He's
program.
actually he's bot.
Yeah.
And he a starter or reliever?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
But it's awesome, man. I love Lee McNeil. I'm a big Lee McNeil fan. He's very, very cool, very humble guy. Speaking to him, and
he had texted back last week though.
Rip. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do now in a full year because we saw flashes of it last year where he looked like everything that he said he wanted to be, everything that he did while putting his body through a transformation so he could be more of a pass rusher. Really benefited and really, he was reaping the rewards of it last year before the injury. So hopefully this year he can stay healthy, do more of that, and having a guy like DJ Reader next to him is definitely going to help in that with like a kind of a Vita Vea, Kalaja Cansey type of symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think I always say when we play these type of videos, though, it's just like the confirmation bias that we get. That stuff that kind of just proves a lot of stuff that we're saying. Because a lot of it just feels too good to be true. When I'm saying these things, when I'm thinking these things, I just piece it together in my head. But you see it, you see it spread through national media. Like we had Mina Kimes on. She was excited about the prospect of Lee McNeil this year next to DJ Reader. And
she was like, he's really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like confirmation, right? You're talking about Frank Ragnow, who is, at the retirement of Jason Kelsey, the best center, in my opinion, and I could be wrong in that, but the best center in the NFL.
I agree.
You saw what he did last year, and that's battling injuries the entire season through.
Like second team All-Pro.
Outside of Michigan or outside of Detroit Lions fan base know that Frank Ragnow is a good center. I don't think they know the week-to-week injury battles this guy goes through to just make it to the field. And then battles through them on top of the fact at one point in this podcast, he was talking about how, as a center, if you guys don't know, they're kind of like the quarterback of the offensive line, right? They have to read that he helped Jared Goff with his protections quite often. Frank Ragnow does, and so they have to read these safeties coming down, either faking a blitz or just trying to sell something as a linebacker or whatnot. On top of preparing themselves for the likes of an Lee McNeil across from him, and for Frank Ragnow to give Lee McNeil that badge, that validation, just another stamp in the Easy Express, the spinny cobblestone path, the Booner path, if you will. Detroit Lions are one of the 4 best teams. 3 best teams, 2 best teams, the best team in the National Football League. I'm telling you guys, they're going to cash one in. They're going to make it to the dance, Caleb.
They are. Sorry, Caleb.
No, you're good.
Out. It's good. It's good to hear this reciprocated from national media and from guys of this level. Like you said, there are not any centers in the NFL on Frank Ragnow's caliber. Maybe Creed Humphrey, like maybe one other guy that is on the same level as Frank Ragnow. So when he says a guy that he goes up against every single day at practice is the real deal, you could take that for a gospel because it's awesome to hear like real recognize real, iron sharpens iron. And those guys aren't just going to give you your flowers if you don't earn them. They're not going to just fluff you to fluff you. If they say that, it means you're actually performing. And I love what we saw out of Lee McNeil. I love what you brought up a while ago about the trajectory and career path of him compared to Justin Matabuki and how they have scary similar stats through their first couple of years. And then this year was when Matabuki took that big jump, and we could be seeing a similar thing out of Lee McNeil. So I'm excited for that guy to work this year. Hopefully he can stay healthy and put in that kind of pressure that he was last year.
Yeah, this might be a stupid example to show how important Frank Ragnow is. for the Lions, but I can't remember exactly what week it was, but Frank Ragnow wasn't supposed to play all week. And, the spread for that game was like 3.5. And when he announced he was playing, that spread went up like 4 or 5 points. That's Vegas saying that Frank Ragnow makes the Lions a possession better.
From an interior offensive lineman, that's insane.
You never see that.
Yeah.
And for a guy like Frank Ragnow to talk about Ali McNeil like that just gives me so much confidence that Ali McNeil is going to have a breakout season. If he stayed healthy for the whole year last year, who knows what kind of numbers he could have put up. And he would have had more national,
accolades and praise.
Yes,
he was
exactly.
He was on a Pro Bowl level track until he got injured.
Yeah.
He kind of explained the difference between he and Travis Kelce. And it's Travis Kelce, if I'm not mistaken, is a little bit more stout. Jason, I apologize. And I guess it helps him more in the run game. A lot of the
he's a little smaller guy.
He's able to make,
Like, Frank is a big dude.
Like a
huge
bowling ball.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Frank did. Is like, I can do that stuff, but it takes a lot more to get this body going versus like that one. They're different, but they're both great. And
Frankie
I'm just happy
Three
he's a
Toes,
Detroit
man.
Lion.
Frankie Three Toes.
A guy who, beyond just him, like mentioning, you don't know if he's coming back or not. Brad Holmes mentioned he doesn't know if he's coming back or not. Coming back this year again, it's the last dance. Everything's like just mounting up for that moment for the Detroit Lions.
Kismet.
Part of that is he talked about not having to go through the cruelty of training camp, and specifically at Dan Campbell's training camp, because he does what he can for these players to be so prepared for the season. They're going to bring it.
You gotta believe in me, man.
Yeah, they're going to bring it during camp. But one thing that stood out to me is he called Aleem a freak athlete. To pair on that D-line with a DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson, we talked about it before, as if he needs any more motivation this year to get the job done, get to the Super Bowl, and be an elite disruptor on that D-line. It's a contract year for him. So at every single point, he's going to push his body to the max to be able to get the best production so he gets that bag. And I'm still, a little leery if there isn't a contract that doesn't get done before this season, because he is going to be a very expensive defensive tackle moving forward for this team.
Yeah. Guys, we got more Detroit Lions news as the rookies reported for camp this weekend. Got some other news about some of the veterans on this team, including a guy playing alongside Ali McNeil, what that means for the Detroit Lions. But first, got to tell you about Les Stanford.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service to customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, together, let's ride.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit. They just opened one in Madison Heights, so make sure you go check it out. Known for their delicious chicken, great New York style pizza, and the best biscuits in the biscuit game. Check out Soroki's. Find one near you at Sorokis.com. Soroki's. Now that's crispy.
Forward down the field, a Lions team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Sorry, I'm getting hyped up. It's getting close, boys. Training camp's this week.
It is, yeah. Training camp starts this week.
Fucking hell, mate. Training camp does start this week, as we just said. However, a couple of Detroit Lions are on the PUP list, the physically unable to perform list.
Pop it up.
Meaning they may not
pump it up.
be participating, obviously, in training camp and or preseason games.
God, please, no!
I want to go around the room here. I want to go around the room here and get a little bit of gauge on your guys' concern level.
Let's get Nick first.
For some of these players. What? Nick first. And
Yo, you guys remember when the Brian Branch boot video came out?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yes, sir.
Is he on this list?
Yes.
Brian Branch. Let's start with him.
I don't like it.
Concern level 1 out of 10 for Brian Branch starting on the physically unable to perform list.
I'll give it a 4 because we're pretty deep in those spots. But he is a massive part of this defense. We can't act like it's not. But nobody knows what these injuries are, like how serious they are, right? Like, has anything come out about anybody specifically?
I mean, obviously, we kind of know on a guy like well, I don't want to say the whole list.
DJ
right
Reader
now.
is dealing with
Yeah, DJ Reader. But
yeah.
What?
I'm like a 4. 4 out of 10 about Brian Branch.
4 out of 10?
Yeah.
Caleb?
I'd probably say like a 3 because I think if it was more serious, we would have heard more about it for Branch.
Spinning.
I'm a 1. Like, it was just a cleanup off-season surgery.
1.
Yeah,
he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be ready to go.
The boot threw me.
Yeah, I know. You're microwave Nick.
Yeah, you are microwave Nick. I mean, that is the one guy that is kind of vague on like what's going on there. To be honest with you, like I'm looking at Tim 20man's write up on it, and there are blurbs on another guy that's obviously in the list. No surprise, but Nick alluded to it before. DJ Reader, Marcus Davenport. We know they dealt with injury issues dating back to last season.
Davenport, I'm about a 6.
Brian Branch is more of the surprise, and with that being it, it's like there's no real answer to what's going on with that one. But I'm not pressed over it. They speak glowingly of him during the offseason, right? Dan Campbell, AG, they've mentioned like possible position changes for him, moving to that safety spot. Brian Branch, I guess, yeah, I have to go with you guys. But
Brian Branch will
1
be
to 3.
Oh, it's interesting.
Now, Spinny, you jumped the name right there, Marcus Davenport.
Yeah, Marcus Davenport, I'm a 6. Because that dude just can't stay healthy. I know it's still he's rehabbing an injury that already happened, so that's good. Actually, I'm going to tone it down a little bit. It's a 4.
Okay.
Because, like I said, if Marcus Davenport and James Houston can combine to play one full season, that's a win for me. So, yeah, as long as if he starts the season on the PUP list, I won't even be that worried.
Davenport?
Yeah.
What about?
Because, you got to miss 4 weeks, right, if you start the season on the PUP list? Is it 3 weeks or 4 weeks?
4 weeks.
Yeah. So, I really wouldn't be that worried about that even. But hopefully it's just nothing and he'll be fine.
And that's the IR. So, I mean, same difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like Davenport, I'm cool with it being a 6, maybe and or 7, just because on top of like not knowing if he's gonna be available consistently enough, like we just don't know what we're gonna get out of him. On top of that, like he's shown flashes in the pan, but like we don't know what he is on this team specifically. We've seen flashes in the pan from guys around this team previously with Charles Harris, the Quars. Romeo Quar had a 10-sack season once upon a time, so it's like a little bit concerned, just because again I've said it 3 times just during the last segment alone. Like this feels like the year, and that's the one position that I just feel like hasn't really been addressed properly. And I say properly because we just don't know what to expect with Marcus Davenport. Matt Judon, please, just become a please. I'm back. Call your agent, make it happen. But it's a 6 to 7 for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm at about a 4 with Davenport for the same reason I said about Branch, because on the same side of Branch having, a deep room with it, I think they have so much faith in James Houston. That's why they didn't address this as a bigger need. I think Brad Holmes specifically has faith in James Houston. So, and then, Spenny's guy, Mr. 5 sacks plus this year. If is that who steps up? Maybe if it's I'm serious.
Bet on Betts.
If Davenport's out for training camp, is this a spot where maybe Betts can find his way into some actual snaps this season?
Yeah, the big white reason. Like I think Matthew Betts. He's no. I mean, like I said, if he gets as many snaps as Tracy Walker last year, he'll have more production. Or not Tracy Walker.
Romeo.
Nope.
Charles Harris.
Charles Harris. If he gets as many snaps as Charles Harris did last year, he'll outproduce him. So we'll see. I'd like to see Matthew Betts on this lineup, and if Davenport is on the PUP list for a majority of camp, I think that gives him even more of an opportunity to make the lineup.
Yeah. So 4 for me for sure. Caleb.
Yeah, I'm honestly around like 5, 6, maybe even like a 7, just because Brad Holmes brought Marcus Davenport in to fill a hole. And we're counting on him to be healthy. He's had, like Spenny said, he's had injury problems basically his whole career, and we're betting on him to be healthy and contribute on this defense. And him already starting on the PUP list isn't a great start.
Danny G said the white problem.
The big white problem.
The Canadian
I should let Chris name his cousin there.
Yeah. What's your name for Betts?
Anything cool for Matthew Betts?
For Betts?
I want to know if he's French Canadian. He's probably not even Canadian.
He's probably not. I don't think he's Canadian. You got nothing. I know you don't got nothing because you didn't put the camera on yourself.
Just like Canada, nothing.
Nothing. The big white nothing.
Yeah.
That should be your nickname. I'm sorry. That was me. I feel bad. I'm
Literally
sorry.
every single time.
Here is the mock-up on Marcus Davenport. Let me find it. Marcus Davenport, 27, was also a big free agent addition up front for Detroit's defense. This offseason is expected to play a key role on the edge opposite of Pro Bowler Aiden Hutchinson. He's been rehabbing an ankle injury all spring that forced him to miss 13 games with Minnesota Vikings last year. 13 games, a lot of fucking games, bro. But we already kind of spoke on it. We are nervous about him, but Matthew Judon is on his way. Don't worry. Moving on to DJ Reader. Not as much concern, but I would like I put it at a 4.
The
maybe
Canadian
3.
company can kicker.
Canadian company can kicker for Matthew Betts. But DJ Reader, I put the concern level maybe at like a 4, only because a few years back we got the privilege of speaking to Lomas Brown on just Penei Sewell and Taylor Decker missing time and just how like the offensive line at times they need to get in sync. I think you guys heard it, like the offensive line quality of the NFL is dropped just because there's not as much training camp reps, not as much padded reps, not as much preseason games, all that good stuff like that. I think defensive line, in a similar way, you could look at the interior in that same light, like just knowing what the guy next to you is going to be offer, his tendencies, what he does best. Like you can feed off of those situations, or at least prepare for him and capitalize on what he offers on the other side of you. That's the only reason. I think he'll be back. He suffered a quad injury beforehand, and the follow-up season from that one was a Super Bowl berth for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
I'm going to go with a 5 here because he's missed a little bit of... You went with a 4.
Jesus, man.
Crazy,
relax,
dude,
man.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
5 away from a 10.
Microwave. Nick.
Yeah, all right. So he's missed 10 games combined the last 2 seasons. I just kind of wanted to get your guys' feeling around the room of how many games you kind of expect from DJ Reader and how much would you feel, obviously comfortable with.
As long as he's healthy in the playoffs, I don't care.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I was thinking the
4
same,
games,
but
6 games.
this might come down to seeding when it comes to all roads lead through Detroit.
That is actually a very
That's a good
true point to make, especially if you consider we are better indoors. Like I don't care how many times you pray to JG. The band plays better indoors. It's not. The numbers suggest it. His biggest fans know it. Like it's not. It's not like a. It's a fair criticism, So maybe there's a conversation to be had there, but. As long as the playoffs, man, I really think this defense should take a big step forward. They're great against the run last year. I think you can do that now without sacrificing your linebackers. I think you're going to step from your linebackers. I'm not tripping so much, but that's a great point to bring up, Nick, to bring it to a 5.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Caleb?
Yeah, I'll go around same range as you guys, 4 or 5. I'll go with the 4. I mean, the only thing that does concern me is obviously the injury history in the past. Does it say why he is on the PUP list? Is it the leg?
Yes. Yep, the quad.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean,
Going streaky in the quad tonight.
Like I kind of said, if it was something really serious, if it was something really serious, the Lions would have caught it during Reader's physical. Bringing him in. And
they knew what the situation was too.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, I'd like to see him out there. Showing Broderick Martin and Ali McNeil a thing or two. But I'm not too like they said, as long as he's fully healthy for the playoffs, and we'll be fine.
That's honestly how they tricked and trapped him in Detroit for the signing. If you guys don't remember, they're like, we'd love to have you, but we gotta check out this quad. Got the quad and locked the doors. They're like,
you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you ain't leaving, motherfucker. I mean, sorry. I'm not tripping on that one. What? I missed a good one. Or are you reading the comment?
No, I just saw the number on it because the TNT will match Amazon's $1.9 billion NBA media package bid. If accepted, they'll keep Inside the NBA.
We have to as fans support that now.
We need to.
We cried and bitched about it.
Inside the NBA is the best show on television, not best sports analyst show, not best sports show. Inside the NBA is the best show on television, and it needs to say it is my favorite thing to watch on TV. I fucking love it. It is peak comedy.
It's great.
But have you seen Band of Brothers?
Band of Brothers is amazing.
Band of Brothers is great too.
Band of Brothers is amazing.
Also,
But have you heard Shaq go, what about him, Chuck? Tell him about them, Chuck. When Shaq starts using his gaslighting Hall of Fame badge to get Chuck going, that shit is so fucking good, dude.
Since it's on the topic, I put it in there in Slack. House of Dragons.
Oh yeah.
I have not.
If you
I haven't seen it.
Great episode.
They don't put it up, Chris.
I can walk away.
Great episode.
All right, close your eyes, Nick.
Yeah,
Everybody else close your eyes.
Spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
It's not even that bad of a spoiler alert. I started tripping balls this morning.
Yeah,
What?
I wish we got more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wish we got more.
We got way more out of Frenchie and the other dude. than
Yeah,
this.
I know.
We got screwed.
Yeah. It's true.
Where? And by the way,
season finale of The Boys was.
You liked it?
Oh yeah, dude. That was
I was just more pissed off that the whole Frenchie. They
ruined him.
Yeah, for no reason.
I heard he's off the show though, because he's like Israeli special forces, I guess.
He looks like.
So I heard they're like writing him off or something. I don't know. That's a different show.
Different show.
Different show.
All right, come
different
back.
show.
Nick.
You're good.
Come back, Nick.
We're not talking about it anymore.
They killed her.
But yeah, the queen died.
Chill,
dude.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to.
No, that was a great episode.
That was a great
last night.
episode. Listen, I'm putting away laundry. I'm just watching it, getting ready for work, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
There's no one else to talk about it with. I had to wait for Spinny to wake up.
Yeah. Wake up. I watched it last night. You could text me last night.
I was sleeping last night.
Oh, you watched it this morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we got to go to break, come back, more Detroit Lions news, but first, tell us about Lady Jane.
Lady Jane's. Awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut, and that's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
The game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all of the conveniences the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
What up, welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. My boy Easy, joined by Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
Young Chris, the Canadian. Nick, the microwave.
You watch your fucking mouth.
What?
You watch your fucking mouth, buddy.
I missed it. I'm sorry. You could call me any name in the world. I would have known what it was.
I said you're my best friend here.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Now that the Summer League is over.
How
do we feel about Holland and Clinton?
Superstar, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. My bad.
Two immediate impact guys. No, I mean, Holland looked really good the last 2 games. He went out there, and I think he kind of eased some of the tensions that people were thinking about him at first. You like to see the shot falling down a little bit. Klintman, he's going to be an immediate impact player for this rotation. I think he would, with his passing, that really blew me away. Obviously, his shot making, his outside shot is extremely impressive. And I just expect that both of these guys, they're going to find their way along throughout the season. maybe not getting serious minutes in the rotation until we start seeing some guys move off of the roster, like a Michael Beasley or
Michael Beasley.
Yeah, sorry. Like I can't remember. Malik Beasley. Like a Isaiah Stewart, some guys that we're expecting to be traded around the deadline this year. Then you could see the young guys really step up and get in some serious minutes.
I think Clement might get some. Is it crazy to
I think he'll get minutes right away, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. He's got Fontecchio and Stu and Paul Reed in front of him.
And Tobias.
Do you feel like he can play the 3 a little bit? He moves kind of well.
He moves pretty well.
I think he moves summer league well.
Yeah,
I think that he's better against slower 4s than he is 3s at this point. But he's an impact guy. I think he will make training camp competitive. And we see it with the Lions. Like that's what they love and they preach is competition. And he's definitely going to be competing with Isaiah Stewart, Fontecchio. Like those guys are going to have a hell of a battle. And it actually is going to mean something this year. Like these are players that are actual quality. I mean, the assists that Bobby Klitman was making in the summer league was insane. Nobody would have seen this coming.
It was some extremely impressive passing.
Nobody would have seen it coming either, because you look at his assist to turnover ratio last year, and it was 24 assists and 25 turnovers. Like, so it wasn't a high volume. It was less than 1 per game, and it was also, or just over 1 per game, and he had more turnovers than assists. And here he is in summer league dishing it, averaging over 4 assists per game. I mean, that was just phenomenal. Holland, you're right, kind of eased a little bit of the pressure. He's still raw. I think the way I've framed my viewpoint of Holland is looking at Asar in the sense of how Asar is very raw in a lot of aspects, and Holland is. But again, Holland's coming into the NBA at a younger stage than Asar, so I kind of weigh it that way. And I'm glad that he doesn't necessarily have to come in and have a high responsibility like Sadiq Bey year one. I think you can just let him compete and battle. If he gets minutes, it's a good thing. If he doesn't gets minutes, that's also a good thing, because that means you have a quality roster that you're fielding.
Amen, bro.
Amen. Darn tune.
No, listen, I don't want to have like too strong of a takeaway from summer league. It's all. Obviously, I told you guys what I like about Klitman, and it's crazy enough too. Like the second to last game, they're showing the highlights for Ron Holland, and what my eye caught, because Holland, I know what to expect somewhat. What my eye caught was still Klitman, serving these passes up, whether it's in transition, whether it's just in the half court. Like he's just, I value that in what's ultimately going to be probably your 4. It sounds like from the discussions we just had. So like, no, I value that. Especially had conversations with Jalen Rose. I talk about this a little bit as a flex, but also just gaining knowledge from talking to people like that is like the best kind of big men to have are passing big men. If you're gonna carry like 2 big men, although Klitman can stretch the floor a little bit, but both he and I'll add during that conversation too, for big guys, pass the ball really well. And I think if you're going to surround Cade with these shooters, surround Ivy with these shooters off the bench, that's what you want. You want everybody to be able to have the ball flow, I guess, pretty equally. I look back to the Spurs team that beat the Heatles. And at the time, I remember in my life, I'm like, there's no way that this should be happening right now. But what style of basketball the Spurs play? Defense and ball fluidity. Like, it's just, I love team ball. That's what I grew up on when I watched the Pistons win.
I think the key with Bobby Klitman is like just comparing to last season. You got guys like Evan Fournier, guys like Isaiah Livers, Kevin Knox. Those were guys that all got at one point or another in the season substantial minutes at the forward positions. And I think you can definitely make an argument that Bobby Klitman can at least belong in that stratosphere, if not perform above that. So I think it's great. I think this guy is a guy that really does have a chance to impact. And another person I want to highlight, but first I want to go to Nick, is Marcus Sasser, because I feel like he had a pretty up and down summer league. But Nick, where were you at first of all with Holland and Klitman?
I was super surprised by Klitman. I didn't think he would come in and have the kind of impact that we saw, especially on the passing. And to be honest, I was surprised with the way that Holland's shooting kind of developed throughout the 5 games. You kind of saw him become a little bit more efficient from 3-point, and maybe wasn't as forcing as many shots, like maybe when he was matched up with Matas. We saw him kind of forcing it when he was getting blocked in some of those scenarios. It seemed like he was kind of letting the game come to him a little bit finally, and that's what you want to see out of such a young, high upside type prospect that you take in Summer League. He's already getting better in the 5th game that he's playing in. So that is actually a really high bright spot in my eyes, especially for such a young prospect. So I think you saw a lot of the things that made him go be a top 5 overall draft pick. And I think you saw a lot of the high defensive ceiling, the amount of steals and blocks that he was putting up as well.
And I think with these last couple games in Summer League, we saw the team kind of feeling better and moving the ball more and getting him fast break opportunities. Like I remember I said in the first couple games, I was like, there were a lot of opportunities where Ron Holland was out in front of everybody, but he didn't get the outlet pass and he didn't get that leak out pass for a wide open dunk. We saw him get those in these last couple games, put the athleticism on display. I agree. He had the 3 steals in the last game, showed some of that one-on-one defensive presence. It made me feel better because when he's on the court with guys like Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey instead of Summer League guys, he's definitely going to look a lot better.
Where you guys at with Marcus Sasser though? Very up and down Summer League. Obviously, as a player that had stretches last year that looked pretty good, and also had some rough stretches. A prospect that we all kind of warmed up to pretty early on once he was drafted. Just very inconsistent Summer League. Where you guys at with him this year and expectations?
It's just what he's been last year. I mean, he's just off the bench spark. He's either really, really hot or kind of everywhere. Mm-hmm. He is, a more refined version of Reggie Jackson, at least offensively.
Is that fair? Like a Terry Rozier almost.
Yeah, that was my comp for him coming out of the draft. I said his ceiling is a Terry Rozier type of player. Dribbling? No, with playmaking, obviously. Obviously. No, but he's got that ability that you want to see out of a shooter, but at the same time he is very streaky. And I think they tried to make him do a little bit more than he wanted to do. That's what a lot of people have said is they were kind of forcing him. They wanted to see him as that distributor role because they're still looking for that backup point guard. Is it going to be Ivy? Would it be Sasser? Please, Tyus Jones.
Yeah, are they going to go out and get a Tyus Jones? Yeah, as of right now, on your roster, Jaden Ivey is your backup point guard.
Yeah.
Don't say that. They're going to come after you.
I do not have, the microwave version of me would say, I think the size might be an issue for Sasser moving forward if he's going to be a shooting guard in this league.
Yeah.
He's 6'2" on paper. I think he might be more like 6'1".
Yeah. I mean, yes and no, because it always depends on who's out there with him on the court. Like if you have a bigger guard next to him that's a point guard, and then you can cross match on defense, then he'll be fine.
Like Jalen Brunson's not a big guy, but he goes out there and gives buckets, and they can hide him well because they got guys like Josh Hart and OG Anunoby to play defense.
He knows how to use his body too extremely well. The best in the league, almost like Brunson. The way
not defensively though. No. You're saying defensively, right?
I'm saying offensively, maybe get into some spots when it comes to actually attacking the hole. Compared to a Brunson, he can get to his spots inside. I don't think Sasser can really do that.
We've seen Isaiah get an MVP candidate season, and he's like 5'4". So
I think we saw Sasser with some nice finishes around the bucket last year.
Yeah.
But the shooting opens everything up for him. If he's not shooting the ball well, he's not going to look good offensively.
He's one thing. When he's hot, he's hot. When he's not. It's just that is the duality of Marcus Sasser.
Yeah, maybe I should open up a little bit more to the microwave in Marcus Sasser.
Yeah.
So
that's definitely his badge in 2K. Microwave score.
100%.
Without a doubt. All right, let's go to break real quick. Come back. Maybe squeeze some lines. Maybe talk some Pistons. Whatever you guys. Oh, actually. Some PFF disrespect, and I'm usually obviously I'm getting tired from the PFF list, but this one just needs to be addressed because it's just
stupid.
Yes, I think the stupidest I've seen thus far. But first, let me tell you about KDK Law. Is your wife
divorce?
A Packers fan?
Divorce?
Is your wife a Bears fan? Did you not know this before you put the ring on it? It's time to get a divorce. All right, call the best in the biz. Deal with any type of family law issue beyond divorce, whether it's custody with your children, visitation, anything like that. Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law have your back. If you scan the QR code above my head right now, tell them the Heavyweight sent you. They will pay your filing fee. It's Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law right here in Birmingham, Michigan. Tell them the Heavyweight sent you.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
What up, though, and welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Spencer Raxter.
Hello.
Chris the Canadian, Nick the Microwave.
Let's
and
go.
you lovely human beings in the audience. You guys do us a favor, please smash that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Back to the Detroit Lions. Well, an audible, if you will. Just saw the numbers go down, and I know camp's on the arrival. Tim 20 minutes. 5 things to watch for during 2024 Detroit Lions training camp.
Your lips, your hair, your insecure.
That's a banger, honestly.
That is a
Yeah,
banger.
it is.
There's another one too I saw.
He's 2 for 2, regardless. Which one you like better?
What?
Tommy Richmond?
That's
Isn't that
not
what
the
you got? Oh, I was half paying attention.
You insulted Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
What are you doing?
It's the
I honestly,
brother.
I was half zoned out. We've been, to
You're
be fair,
very
we've been
zoned
singing
out.
it.
We were
We've been
singing
singing
a
it all
song.
day. But
That's crazy.
yeah,
That was a wild mix.
I know music.
all right.
All right, that's too cool.
Check it out. Rap Cave Pod.
Rap Cave Pod.
Just had our Olympics.
Shout
Let's
out.
go.
Spinny's special guest next week. Check him out on the Rap K-Pop. He's driving all the way out to my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Getting fucked up after.
Oh, all right.
All right.
What
No.
day? Friday?
Yeah.
Next week? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Oh, we
it's-
can't. Got that one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 'cause we're driving out
we got-
anyway.
yeah.
The next day.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'll be done.
All right.
Let's do it.
We'll figure it out. First, number 1 on Tim 20 Minutes things to watch for Detroit Lions training camp is, any guesses?
Yes.
What you guess? You already read it?
Terry on time.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
going to say.
No,
secondary
is it
battle.
actually?
Yes.
I did not read it.
Cornerback competition.
Amik Robertson.
He says the Lions completely revamped the cornerback room, acquiring Carlton Davis via trade, signing Amik Robinson in free agency, and bringing back Emmanuel Mosley, all before drafting Terrion Arnold in the first round and Ennis Rakestraw in the second round. Guys, Carlton Davis, Amik Robinson, Emmanuel Mosley, who you didn't get to see the best of because he got hurt, and he will be back in time for camp. And then that's just 3 names, right? I just gave you there. Terrion Arnold and Ennis Rakestraw in the draft as well. I said it as soon as the second draft pick was made of Ennis Rakestraw. I said I cannot fucking wait to watch these guys in camp. And then lo and behold, camp is 10,000 tickets deep and I don't have one yet. Please, if you guys have extra tickets to camp,
Yeah.
take me, please.
Me too.
Please.
We'll do stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
2 of you in the back bathroom.
That was Nick.
That was Nick who said that.
He
part.
volunteered.
Caleb.
Oh shit, Nick, you're a season ticket holder.
Dude, my dad is the one with the tickets. I pay him every year. So it's through him. Literally the most, shout out dad, love you pops. Most old geezer emails just fly through his thing, and he is not on his game when it comes to training camp.
better go to
when
his
it comes
house
to concert
and get
tickets.
in there.
When
Wait,
it comes to anything.
So your dad missed out on the training camp tickets?
Yes.
Can he change it to your email?
He needs to because I'm
Dad, come on.
Come on, Dad.
don't know what I can say out loud, but making a killing with
Damn it,
some
Dad.
LTA stuff. So
For real.
Speaking of which, concerts. I'm going to see Creed next week. I'm really excited for that.
Can
It's Finger 11, 3 Doors Down, and Creed.
Yeah, that's
So
3 Doors
opener,
Down.
I'm your paralyzer. I seem
shit.
to be struck by you.
Who sings that one?
Finger 11.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, and then
That's
3
a
Doors
banger.
Down, and then Creed. Dude, I'm gonna be so white dude wasted. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna
Yeah.
be tarps off for Creed.
Yeah, for
Be
sure.
ready to go.
But yeah, shout out Big Tim. But he just has always had a bad football, like Lions football team, so he's never really cared about
Your
camp.
dad's Big Tim.
Big Tim.
Hell yeah! Shout out Big Tim.
Yep.
Shout out Big Tim.
Yep. So hopefully I can get on.
Keitho
something.
says I got extra. Keitho,
Keitho.
bring the heavyweights,
Please, Keith.
For
Come
real,
on.
please.
Get your D-Mac autograph.
I'll get you. Yeah, I'll get you Braylon Edwards
Brandon
autograph.
Edwards autograph.
I'll get you a Broadcaster 6 autograph.
Tim
Those are pretty
McCollum
exclusive.
autograph.
Tim McCollum autograph.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Some heavy hitters there.
Yeah.
This continue on Tim 20 Minutes blurb. He says, just how will the roles and playing time shake out? Davis enters camp at one of the outside spots, almost opposite of him during the first team defense during OTAs and minicamp, and we could certainly see that combo on the outside to start camp. Brian Branch, obviously active on the PUP list. Boney returns. The Lions plan to use his versatility. Obviously talked about that, bumping back and forth between nickel and safety, where he thrived. He asked how will reps be shaken out for Rakestraw and Robertson. Both have versatility to play inside and outside. And Mosley will be ready to go and start at camp coming off his second ACL tear. What will he look like when he gets on the field? Don't forget he was a starter for the San Francisco 49ers in 2022 when they made it all the way to the NFC Conference Championship game before Brock Purdy.
He's talking about Emmanuel Mosley?
Yeah. I don't know why you
That's positive news, though.
It's very positive.
That's positive news.
I don't understand, Spenny. We saw Adrian Peterson do this and win an NFL MVP. Why are you sleeping on this guy?
I can say this wholeheartedly that Emmanuel Mosley isn't Adrian Peterson.
No shit.
No disrespect.
Whoa!
No disrespect to him. Like
two different guys.
Adrian Peterson is one of one when it comes to.
Have you ever seen him in the same room?
Level of athlete is what obviously I'm not meaning actual person. I mean level of athlete. Adrian Peterson is an athlete amongst athletes, but
that's so.
I just can't get my hopes up for Emmanuel Mosley. Like,
yes, you can.
Why?
Do it.
He's going to play 4 snaps this year.
It's the depth alone to have a guy like him as your
depth.
Your
I like the depth.
Yes,
I like
you
for sure.
Love it.
But like,
what?
I think he'll double it. I think he'll get 8.
8 snaps.
Yeah.
I mean, he played 3 last year. Snap, snap, snap.
Okay, that was too far.
I like the guy. I like the guy.
That was too far.
I was really excited when we signed him.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That was me. I like the signing. I like the re-signing for the money you got him at.
For sure.
But right now, I'd rather see Terran Arnold and Dennis Rakestraw get snaps. And Amik Robertson.
Yeah, I mean that's the
and
part
Carlton
too,
Davis.
I'm not as well versed obviously with Emmanuel Mosley and his background. He was going to be our outside cornerback, but like, can he play?
Shout out Gun Guy. Take your pants off.
Like, can that be a guy that plays the nickel spot? And then it's funny too because I remember having the conversation this week or last week about just them going to that Super Bowl, and the one question you still have about him is that secondary. But then again, I'm just rereading the blurb from Tim Twentyman, and the fact that like it's been addressed completely. Everything would have to go horribly, horribly wrong for it not to work out. Just the fact that you acquired Emmanuel Mosley, not necessarily addition, but him being healthy addition, Amik, Carlton, and then him, and then the rookies. Like it had to go horribly, horribly wrong for that not to shake out. And to my guy, Ryder, I love you. All right. What are we doing with the AG disrespect? Like I don't know if you guys saw the back and forth this week.
Who disrespected him?
Oh, my guy, Anthony Ryder. He actually announced Amon-Ra St. Brown's draft pick, so shout out to him for that. But just he hates on AG. But he's never had this type of secondary to work with, on top of just developing every other piece around him and in front of the secondary, too, throughout the years. Like, I get the secondary hasn't been what we want it to be, but we also can't say he's had the tools that he's probably wanted to sharpen or to go to war with. He just formed one of the worst run defenses in the league under Matt Patricia, who was a defensive coordinator by trade, into a top 3 run defense in the league, with not many names outside of Ali McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson to help him, accomplish that. Like, AG's gonna cook up.
Yeah, AG's definitely gonna cook
name
up.
the DB that left Detroit and balled. Name the DB name the DB that left and got signed. Like,
yeah, that was one of the names he put out there too. Was like, there's a Jeff Okudah, Amani Oruwariye. Amani Oruwariye is
he's out of the league.
Not even on the team. Yeah,
he's out of the league.
He's out of the league right now. Jeff Okudah. Okay, just signed with the Texans.
Kinda in the league,
but had an opportunity to start last year outside.
No fly zone.
Yeah, no fly zone in Atlanta. I remember they started posting that shit. We were laughing.
Yeah.
Bro. And guess what? We were right.
People flew.
It is what it is at this point, man. I was wrong about Jeff Okudah.
Yeah.
Like it is. He's not a great player. It's like when people are trying to blame Lamar Jackson for Marcus Brown and whatever other bum receiver didn't work out there. It's like some guys are just ass. You're not going to nail every single pick.
He's had absolutely nobody when it comes to secondary outside of Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch and Ifeanyi Famu. And what have those guys done in this scheme? They've went out there and balled. This is the best cornerback room he's had, and it's not even close. You've got a Super Bowl winner. You've got a first-round draft pick. You've got guys that can go out there, and Amik Robertson, who has shown that he can be a dog in the NFL. Like, these are guys that are actually good at playing corner. Like, the best cornerback that Aaron Glenn has had to work with outside of the people he has this year is Jerry Jacobs. And no disrespect to Jerry Jacobs, but he wouldn't start on this team. He'd be a 5th string, probably a 6th string on this team this year. Because the guys in front of Jerry Jacobs right now would be Terrion, Carlton, Ennis, Emmanuel Mosley, and Carlton Davis.
And Amik.
And Amik.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say it's Aaron Glenn's fault the Lions suck at covering receivers because they haven't had a cornerback. And we've seen when Aaron Glenn gets his guys in his spots, what they do. I.e. Ife Melifonwu, i.e. Brian Branch, i.e. these guys that fit his system, that fit his scheme, fit what he wants to do. They go in there and they ball out. Now he's got press man coverage cornerbacks. That's what he likes. That's what he wants. You got one, a long, lanky one to put up against long, lanky receivers in Carlton Davis. You got a smaller, quicker one to put up against the smaller, quicker wide receivers in Amik Robertson or Terrion Arnold. Like, these are the guys that'll fit his scheme and bring out the best of this defense. And it's not even close that this is the best cornerback room that he's had in Detroit. Like, infinitely better than any of them.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, reading that blurb, the beginning of it again, just blew me away. Like, holy shit, did they just redecorate that cornerback room?
Speaking of one of those cornerbacks that we hit on earlier, starting on the PUP list, obviously we don't think it's something too serious when we get into the season, but maybe hopefully it doesn't, but if it does linger for a little bit, who do you guys think or imagine filling in that spot for a guy like Brian Branch if it's for a couple weeks? Is it the rookie Rakestraw? Is it Amik that you brought in, or is it more of that safety role and you think about Iffy stepping in?
That's the question for me.
So it's like, where do they put him?
Yeah, it's like what position are you filling in for Brian Branch? If it's a nickel, it's Amik Robinson, in my opinion. I know they said that
Rakestraw
has experience at nickel. However, you look at the numbers, not too much. He was like an outside guy for majority of it. And then at the safety spot, it's Fonte Melifonwu, who played out of his fucking mind last year at the safety position. And also credit AG for helping him do so.
Credit.
So I think we're fine. I'm not concerned. Obviously, you'd love to have Brian Branch, but I'm not concerned if he is hurt. And just real quick, all right, July 22nd, 2024. I just want just a fan to mark this on his calendar. Mark this day for the first day, maybe the first time I've ever agreed with you in my life.
Shout out Just a Fan.
Shout out Just a Fan. Says AG will not beat the Lions after the 2024
season. He's a cool guy.
We just troll each other all the time, so I'm just trolling him back. He says AG will not be with the Lions after the 2024 season. He will either suck and get fired or do a good job and leave to become head coach. I could see that playing out.
I don't hate that.
You
got guys like Kelvin Shepard, Terrell Williams, guys waiting in the wings. So, yeah. Shout out to Aaron Glenn for putting this defense together. Hopefully you see the best results possible. But when you have great talent in there, it's hard not to. So, like we said it before, there are no excuses for Aaron Glenn anymore. You don't even have a hole in this defense anymore. You think really. You got your linebacker of the future in Jack Campbell. We expect him to take a jump. If not, you got a damn good linebacker in Anzalone. You got your defensive line set. Really, the only hole in this defense is the secondary edge rusher.
Yep.
And we've got a plethora of guys that could easily step in to fill that hole.
And here's the situation, too, is like if DJ Reader, Ali McNeil, and Aiden Hutchinson, the secondary edge rusher, you should just be producing by itself.
Yeah,
you have one-on-one situations.
You're going to be getting one-on-ones. And
deal with the worst guy, too.
You got 3 guys on this team in that secondary edge rusher role that have proven they can win one-on-one situations.
Yeah.
Matthew Betts, James Houston, Marcus Davenport. That's what they can do. They can win. They can beat one-on-one guys. And with those 3 guys on the other side of them, that's all they're going to be seeing is one-on-one situations.
It's no excuse not to execute.
Yes.
And if you get a Matt Judon, God bless the other quarterback because they're going to be hurt.
I'm telling you, I would cream my shorts if we traded for Matthew Judon. Like, did you say on Friday they'd be the best pass rushing duo in the NFL? Because I know Flannel said it today, and he said, shout out Easy.
Probably so.
I think that's a little aggressive. You got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Nope, I take Hutch and Judon over that too.
You got Max Crosby.
Oh, damn, you get Hutch and Judon over those two.
Yeah, that's fair. Who did they get on the? I guess Dexter Lawrence is the best part
Texans,
of that defensive line.
The Texans situation,
Danielle Hunter
and Anderson.
Yeah, Will Anderson.
Although Anderson's not becoming. But
did they put anybody on the other side of Crosby, or was it just Wilkins?
I think it's just Wilkins. Hey,
Crosby.
I accidentally found it in my workbook today that our top
Myles
10
Garrett and
defensive
Zadarius
lines.
Smith is still pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's probably no.
What about
Roundtree and
feel like the guy opposite on Dallas,
Or not
opposite of
Roundtree.
Parsons, is pretty good too.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence, Micah Parsons.
Oh, you think of Khalil Mack and Bosa?
Khalil Mack and Bosa. You got T.J. Watt and
DeMarcus
Highsmith.
What'd you say, Nick?
DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Parsons.
Yeah, and Micah Parsons pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, when we get to the PFF thing, DeMarcus Lawrence, get the fuck out.
That's-
Is DeMarcus Lawrence a top 10 player in the NFL?
No.
No,
that
I
was
think
NFC.
he's like.
Oh, okay.
But still, no.
But still, I think he's a good player.
Yeah, still.
Still no.
Save it.
So we're saving it.
Save it for the
We're
show.
saving it.
Save it for
we
the
got
show.
some more training camp blurbs with respect to that, or we jump into PFF stuff. You guys let us know. But
I'm going to
first,
tell you about some kind of PFF. It's a PF Fit. Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness. The whole judgment-free zone. You can go work out with a great atmosphere, knowledgeable, friendly staff. All memberships include fitness training for free. Or you can upgrade to the Black Card, get used to all the amenities like the massage chairs, total body enhancement, hydro massage, and access to over 2,500 locations around the world. For more information, go to a Planet Fitness near you to sign up or planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
What is it, the merch?
What is it, the merch?
Head on over
What
to
is
woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab there and get yourself some brand new merch. If you're tired of your old Detroit sports swag, it's time to upgrade. Go to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch.
What are you visualizing, brother? What are you visualizing?
I think you know what I'm visualizing.
I need to hear the words, Aiden. What are you visualizing?
You know, I'm visualizing the Honolulu blue and the white little confetti coming down and doing some snow angels. So that's
talk dirty to me.
The visualization.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Talk nasty to me. Anybody trying to match my freak? Come on, now.
Dude, I love Aiden Hutchinson. Like, I don't think I've ever loved a Michigan player more. It's probably him or Tom Brady.
Yeah.
The dude is the man. He's everything you want out of a football player. The dude is the man. He's a guy. You know he's a guy, and he's gonna be a guy. I'm with him. I'm with this complexion. Like, I expect them to win a Super Bowl. I've been saying this all off season. Some people didn't believe me, but I expect them. I expect them to win a Super Bowl. They're all visualizing it. Dan Campbell probably has dreams of it every night. Yeah, this is the team. This is the year, and it's not like I said. This isn't your fucking 2010 Detroit Lions, 2008 Detroit Lions fans being like, "This is our year. We're gonna do it." No, there is reasonable evidence to prove that the Detroit Lions are a Super Bowl contender this year. So I love it, and I just love hearing these guys talk confidently about it. Actually, putting it out in the universe. I'm a big man. I'm a big man. I got big needs. No, I'm big on like manifesting stuff.
Yes.
And that a lot of the Lions are manifesting this right now.
That's how the conversation about.
Yeah, maybe I could manifest not having a puberty voice, but
got manifest with a stash in that tent the other day.
I manifested something, but got a lot of manifest in that tent, but I expect them to win the Super Bowl this year, and I can't fucking wait. It's going to be the best day of my life.
Listen, I don't know if it's because it's something I want to hear, but just something about the way Aiden Hutchinson just fucking drew it up, bro. He put you in that moment of just the confetti falling.
Smiley he was too.
Smiling. Like that man's never looked more handsome than when he said that statement right there. Like I don't know again if he's poetic with his words or just like I just want it so bad that I could visualize it, and he just makes it feel like a real thing. On top of just witnessing his team look the part as well, and then it brings it roundabout way to the Detroit Lions and this defensive line. That's another piece of this the training camp. This Tim Twentyman talks about the depth of this team, and we talked about it before too. Like if you're the fourth edge rusher on this team alongside Lee McNeil, DJ Reader, and Aiden Hutchinson, there's no excuse not to. There's no excuse not to fucking have one of the best seasons of your career. And there's fucking droves of these people too. I still kind of believe in Josh Peskel, be able to get to the quarterback. But there's another guy they brought in, that Keitho, I want to shout out to.
Shout out Keitho.
Talk about Mingo.
Yes.
Makai Mingo.
Wingo.
The guy who he wore
Dingo, my baby.
Number 8 or number 18.
Yeah.
That's the jersey that Justin Jefferson donned.
That is
like equivalent to the Michigan's number 1. Like he is. I think Wingo is going to surprise a lot of people, and I think we have that defensive line, that fourth guy in droves. If it doesn't work with Davenport, and although I put it as 6 or 7 for myself personally, the worrisome of his injury, we do have Wingo, who's been practicing from the edge. Kaminsky, James Houston,
Matthew Betts,
the big white truth. Some may call it.
The big white. No, it was. I don't remember what it was, but the big white reason. I agree. You've got these guys, and like I like the Josh Pascal stuff because of what Terrell Williams did with Danico Autry.
Yes.
And that's the same kind of body type and player type that Josh Pascal is. He likes those guys. He likes those tweeners, those guys that you can put in a position to win.
Those guys, those tweeners.
Those tweeners. I love a good tweener.
Types of tweeners.
That you can put in a situation. You can put him on the inside to use his speed to use his power to get by those guards. Or you can put him on the outside to use his speed to get by the big tackles. So there are a lot of good options on this defensive line this year. Terrell Williams is going to be one of the most important hires of the Detroit Lions tenure, and I expect them to be a force to be reckoned with. They got rated. I saw someone at ESPN rated them a top 5 front 7 in the NFL.
The Detroit Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I looked back at when we did ours. It was in my work notebook today, and I had them number 6. And I felt crazy at the time, but like, no, you saw ESPN, I think it was Warren Sharp, also had them as a number 6. I think PFF had us as a number 4. If I'm not mistaken. Like the Detroit Lions, defensive line's legit. And again, alongside those 3 names, as a 4th guy, how could you not look like a stud? There's just no excuse not to.
How can you not?
Justin Henry Malloy just hit a 2-run homer. Dude's on a tear.
No way.
Dude's on a tear.
Let's go. First inning?
Yeah, first inning.
So much better than
Was he hitting 3 again?
I think so, yeah.
Let's go, Tigers.
392 feet.
So that's giving
104 exit velo. Damn, that was a rocket, dude.
Giving Scuba a 2-run lead to start the game?
They're going up against Carrasco, dude. This was the easiest bet ever. Like Carrasco is 500-year-old, and he's got a 5 ERA.
I made money on a Tigers bet actually yesterday. I did it.
What, you didn't take a money line?
Dude, I'll tell you what.
I did not. I took under 12 runs for the team.
Malloy is a lot thicker than I thought he was. Like, his lower body, the dude he's got some cake. Like I can see the I'm being dead serious.
Well, dude,
get your words
got
together.
The power. Remember the inside? He's had a couple inside.
Yeah.
I think 2.
His
inside
lower
the park
body
runs, has he not?
I think the power is going to be legit for a while because
one.
He's got 1. I know he's got 1 for sure, but because of the thighs on this dude and the ass on this dude, like that power is gonna be there for him reasonably for his career. Like I didn't know he was that thick. I thought he was a skinnier guy.
If I'm not mistaken, too, wasn't there like a faction of Tigers fans and maybe even you two that kind of upset that it wasn't like Young or somebody else that was called up?
I wanted Young called up instead of Kreidler.
Okay.
That was cool. Malloy earned it for sure.
Yeah, I think we were all on the same page where we were like, all right, he's 24. He's putting up a massive on-base percentage in AAA for the 2nd season in a row. This was maybe the first move that Scott Harris ever made, was getting him from the Braves organization.
Yeah.
This was a good move,
right?
without a doubt. I think it was, Jimenez, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I think it was Jimenez. 758 OPS. You love what you're seeing so far out of Justin Henry Malloy. And one of the big things is he has 14 walks. So, he just needs to keep
the ball well.
Yeah, he does. And even he did strike out a lot early, so maybe those numbers are, not where you want him at 39 Ks so far through 35 games. But as long as he keeps walking, I think he's going to prove to be, he could be the DH of the future. Would anyone be surprised if he was what he's showing us right now in his rookie year?
Not at all.
Grand slam.
And then backs it up, 2-run homer.
Yeah.
We should have won that game yesterday. We choked that one.
Definitely choked.
And Carson Kelly just maybe 5 more feet on that ball.
It is what it is, my boy. Just like it is what it is. You're not going to the Boys and Girls Club.
The Boys and Girls Club, the best youth football league in Metro Detroit. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League offers youth ages 5 to 14 with exciting teams to choose from in Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. Register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, and transportation included, all with the chance to play the championship at Ford Field, where the Lions play, for just $175 per child. Put the youth back at youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports.
We don't like to brag, but we are the toughest sports network in Detroit. But we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness, and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You call them anytime, day or night. No Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Out of body. That's just how
I saw
I
the
feel
light
when
in
I'm
the
around you,
sunrise, sitting back drinking 40s on a muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Dude, I fucking love that song.
That's the one
You give me a couple beers deep and I'll cry listening to that song.
Yeah.
Couple
You
beers.
could tell this man was on the river this weekend.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I'm a country music fiend when you get me on the river.
Country music.
I'm
good,
not mad
man.
at it.
Country music.
Yeah,
great.
went in
Some
Lake
of it.
Michigan for the
Actual
first
country
time.
music.
Yeah.
It was
for real?
baller. Yeah.
My favorite lake is Lake Superior.
It's superior to the other lakes.
Nah, I'm not here for it. No, it's just so much more clear. UFC 304 is this week.
Yeah, Bilal Muhammad.
Did I send? Hold on.
He's gonna get his ass whooped.
I don't know, bro. Wait, who?
Bilal
Leon?
Muhammad.
I don't know, bro. Bilal's like good.
Yeah, but
What?
I don't know if he's good.
No, he's really fucking good.
Nah.
He's
He talks a lot. Talks like he's good.
He fights good too. I gotta send this video to you, Chris, just in case I didn't do it before. It's
Who's Aspinall fighting?
Aspinall's fighting light skinned dude.
Shogun?
Oh no, he's not. He's fighting Curtis Blades.
Oh yeah.
That's who he tore his ACL against the first
that's
time.
an easy win.
I don't know about that either.
No, Aspinall's good. Curtis Blades chokes when the pressure's on.
That's fair, but that's the American wrestling. Curtis Blades, if you don't knock him out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. He just fucking. It's boring style, but
Patty's fighting on that
wins.
card too, right?
He's fighting Bobby Green.
Yeah, that should be a good
Yeah, I
fight.
think Bobby Green's fought like.
Bobby Green's been pretty active.
And he's got his ass beat that one fight too. Remember the late stoppage?
Yeah.
Did you guys just say a guy named Bobby Green?
Yeah.
Why you know him?
I went to high school with a Bobby Green.
Oh, not this Bobby Green.
No, definitely not.
Especially not your high school.
Yeah, definitely. They go to your high school.
Yeah, he fought.
Molly Meatball's fighting too, right?
They always fight. Yeah, on the same card. Let me see. I know the guy who when we first met, Charles. So when he was fighting Muhammad Mukayev,
Patty might get knocked out for sure. Wilson said Patty getting knocked the fuck out.
Yo, this is actually a fucking good ass card.
It's gonna be a good card for sure.
Arnold Allen versus Gigi.
Where's it at?
It's in UK.
Oh shit!
So like all these UK guys on there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of like up and coming prospects, but like they're good.
I think I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna be in Denver.
My meatball is fighting.
I might put some money on Aspinall by knockout, like a healthy amount.
I wouldn't do it. Not a smart investment. If anything, you want.
I bet he knocks.
What are
him
the
out.
odds?
I don't know.
I'll pull it up. In the meantime, while we're pulling that up, look at Leon Edwards. On the week of his big fight this week, he's casually jogging, and this happens.
Yeah. Boom! Headshot, dead. Headshot, dead. That might be fake.
It might be fake.
I think it's fake.
There's just no way.
I mean, there's a way, but
Nope, literally impossible.
If I had to put money on it, I would bet it's fake.
You also said you bet Tom Aspinall a large sum.
Just wait.
I don't know it.
You big fan of Curtis Blades?
I'm just. You know how American
What is it, the Blades?
Yeah.
What is it, the Blades?
What is it, the Blades?
I'm looking at the odds. I'm very curious, actually. That's a good one, Chris. Nice.
I saw
Stall while I pull up these odds.
Sitting back,
guess singing
drinking
works.
40s on a muddy riverside, getting baptized
Hey,
in holy water.
Spencer, were you with somebody? I saw somebody on your Instagram post. Were you with the dude named Ross? Was there a dude named Ross in the group?
Are you fucking my boyfriend?
No.
No, because there's a picture. I'll show you after, but looks dead ass identical to my cousin.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no Ross.
All right, if you want to make some money, this is the whole point I was trying to get to. You want to put a large sum on Curtis Blades plus 300.
Plus 300 what, wrestling?
No, plus 300 to win the fight. I'm throwing actually money on it right now. He's going to wrestle fuck him. Leon Edwards, minus 235. But also might get wrestle fucked by Bilal Muhammad. I'm about to actually parlay
I mean, if he didn't get wrestle fucked by Kamaru, you think he's going to get wrestle fucked by Bilal Muhammad?
Yeah. That's a great point. Yeah. I already put the bet. Nick?
Tigers have officially signed their number one draft pick, Bryce Rayner, for $5,800,000.
Entry level?
Yeah, the slot value was $5,712,000. So basically 70.
Shortstop, right?
Yep. Or $68,000 over slot.
Bro, Patty Pimblett and
I'll
Bobby
take
Green is
it.
actually a banger.
Patty Pimblett and Bobby
stands.
Green is going to be a good fight.
Baller.
If they stand and bang. He might get his ass knocked out, though. Bobby Green doesn't fuck around.
Yeah, he don't. I'm actually not going to bet that one. I don't know who's going to win that fight. I bet I'm Molly Meatball, though.
Mailbag, can you wait to boo Stafford's kids in game one? I cannot wait for that.
I'm not booing children.
I'm booing the shit out of those kids.
After what happened last time, do you think they buy out a suite or whatever it is? You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a smart investment.
Mailbag, who can't wait to see Jake Paul get dog walked by Alex Pereira? That'll never happen.
Yeah, Dan's
Jake
not
Paul will
letting Pereira out of
never get in
contract.
the ring with Poton.
Yeah. I mean, he would, but Dana would never allow it. Dana, these UFC contracts are they're bad. They're bad contracts as an individual, just straight up.
Jay Cruz in 71. Oh, never mind.
Awesome. Not surprised by Mike
That
Perry
was
getting
funny,
his ass
though.
beat.
You almost got me. That's a good one. Dom Rivera, mailbag. Who wins, Tyson or Jake Paul?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Charles Johnson is a nice win streak by the way.
Yeah,
Also, that's
shout out
a nice guy.
Energy. Had a great win his last fight. Can't wait to see him back in that octagon. He's about to get another contract pretty soon if he keeps. I mean, he's probably the most active fighter in the UFC. The dude fights a lot.
Prayer?
No, Charles Johnson, dude.
Oh yeah,
he fights a lot.
He's ready to fight a ranked opponent too.
That's our guy. Yeah, he
highlight
deserved,
knockout.
He
last
deserves.
fight
He
as well.
deserved a rank. He deserves a rank shot for sure.
Mailbag DNC. I'm actually surprised to be reading this one. When does Jake Paul get respect?
When he beats an actual boxer.
He beat an actual boxer. Wasn't a great one.
Mike Perry?
No, that random ass heavyweight he fought.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't sell. That's why he's gonna continue fighting
Yeah.
these guys. Jake Paul has my respect. This is a kid who could be making maybe just as much, if not 3/4 of as much, fucking pulling pranks on YouTube.
That's true.
Instead, he's deciding to get fucking punched in the face.
CTE.
Yeah, sign up for CTE, working his craft, and he Listen, Mike Perry's a guy that, like, probably when Jake Paul first started fighting, I definitely would have took Mike Perry. Probably would have thrown $1,000 on him. But this version of Jake
and
Paul,
he's so much bigger than him, dude.
So much bigger, but he outclassed him too.
Yeah, Jake
Mike
Paul
Perry's the whole time standing straight up.
Yeah,
a couple of one of these, but Jake Paul
Jake Paul's he's a big guy, man. He's like 6'2", like probably walks around like 215, 225.
I think he was bigger than Tyron when they fought too, and then he beefed up to fight Mike.
Yeah,
and Mike's just wasn't available because of that fight shouldn't have happened. That pisses me off, but whatever. No, Jake Paul.
Tyson in his prime would murder.
Oh my God, who said that?
Right now, Mike Tyson.
Maybe.
I'd like to think that Tyson would still win because he put pause on
Roy Jones.
Who did he fight? Roy
60
Jones.
Years old. Yeah.
But Roy Jones had just retired a couple years ago.
Tyson
that was
didn't
Mike
end up
Tyson's
fighting,
first
right?
fight in a long time.
I don't know. I think
No,
it's
he
Roy
had
Jones' first fight.
he had some health injuries.
Yeah, I know.
No, because I remember at the end of it,
rescheduled
they were asking Roy Jones like, how does it feel to get back in there? Were you ready for this? Mike Tyson got pissed. He's like, talking to him, he just retired 4 years ago. It's been 20 years since I fought. I was like, that's true. But you're fucking Mike Tyson.
Yeah. No, that was I don't know, man.
Who do you think he
I don't
fights
wanna see
next?
that fight. Who, Jake?
Yeah.
It's gonna be Tyson.
Is it Tyson?
I don't want it to be.
I don't either.
I don't. I'm gonna watch, but I don't want to watch.
You think he's gonna fight Conor?
Yo, Conor was talking mad shit.
They would
after
make
that
they would make so much money, dude.
They should.
They should for sure. If he beats Tyson and then fights Conor, that would be one of the biggest money making cards ever.
Roy Jones Jr. fought in 2018.
Yeah. That's Mike Tyson got pissed. He's like, why are you asking him? I haven't fought in 20 years.
That was like 21 or 22, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was like 2020 or 20. Yeah, it's only like 2 years, 3 year difference. Damn, yeah, you're right. That's a good voice, Benny.
Tommy Fury pieced him up. He did.
Yes, he did. We'll see, man. But at the same point though, like guys that are at Jake's level in the boxing world, like you wouldn't care to watch those fights.
No, nobody cares about that. Yeah,
I think
he's making actual money.
I think Poatan can sleep him though.
Oh, Poatan would sleep him for sure. He's a boxer. I mean, he's a kickboxer, but he's still a boxer, and he's just as big as Jake. He's bigger than Jake.
6'4".
Yeah. So that'll do it for us today. Chris is he hates all you guys, so he wants us to end.
Sorry.
Wrap it up.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure you smash the like button.
Love y'all. It's November 16th.
Shout out Sess. Hopefully his car is better. For Easy, for Nick, for Chris, for Caleb, I'm Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.